So in traditional party politics, don't see a lot of focus on getting out the vote in trans and in gender nonconforming communities. The barriers to voting are great. Our trans siblings experience more homelessness, more criminalization, and more economic instability. What would you say we could do right now to make sure that trans and gender nonconforming folks are able to cast their ballot on November 3rd?
When you have issues that are naturally in place for a population of people, a voting bloc, so to speak, it would seem to be a logical thing, I think, to really connect people to like what their issues are in their lives. Unfortunately, we don't see that. We see that overlooked overall with LGBTQ issues. Trans-led orgs get 3 cents to every $100 that go into LGBTQ work. Let's be honest, like up until recently, like trans people were largely left out of those like cis-led LGBT organizations, with that disadvantage to boot when you're looking at the organizations that are really looking at the trans community, really looking at non-binary people. We understand this is how it works. You know, our voting ID law says your presentation on your ID does not have to be the presentation that you're standing in front of that worker as you're getting ready to go cast your ballot. But at the same time, we know that is not how it happens. Looking at the, actual interaction, are your poll workers actually informed? Trans people are gonna come. Non-binary people are gonna come. Like the work that Tent does, we do, trauma-informed harm reduction kind of way. Even with other organizations that are doing voting rights, because that's not our primary thing. But like, obviously, because we're in Texas, because the work we do, we have to make sure that other organizations are also aware. In Harris County and other counties through the state of Texas, we were able to team up with the clerk of elections office and do intensive training. What's this maybe look like? What do trans people really realistically face at the polls? You want to make sure that if people are taking the time to exercise their right to vote, that vote's really counted, that vote's really received.